Railroad Preserver 2000 here, back again doing another video here. And in this video I'm at Patriots Point here in Charleston, South Carolina. And I'm here to try and tour the USS Clamagore. It's the only surviving submarine of its type. And I'm here to tour it because it's scheduled to be sunk soon. So I wanted to see it before it was gone. The only solace is at least it's going to be sunk instead of scrapped. So yeah, let's see if I can't get on this thing. I know you two aren't going on, so believe me.
Go have fun. We'll meet you here.
If I don't fall and break my neck first. You think the gangplank is steep enough? Good Lord. Something's running, so that's good. Keep in mind, this is also the first submarine I've ever been on. So what for that plaque? To me, guys, them sinking this thing is like putting the freaking Hunley back in the water. So you can understand my sort of disheartenment for the fact that that they're sinking this thing. Quite the narrow stairs here. Hello? Permission to come aboard? I guess it's self-guided, but so yeah, we are now through in the, I think, is it the forward torpedo room? Yeah, we are in the forward torpedo room right here. And it says, the torpedo tubes occupy the forward part of this room. Here, 16 members of the crew slept, lived, and stored their clothes and other personal gear. In this space are carried all of the spare torpedoes for the forward tubes. And it is here that the torpedoes are maintained and repaired. So you can see they've got a tube looking like having a torpedo loaded in, and there is what the tube looks like on the inside. And yes, you can see here are all the controls needed to launch these suckers. And it's all analog, y'all. This is no nuclear sub. It's diesel powered. So this is the first submarine I have ever been on. I'm not going to lie there. And you can see just how compact it is. I mean, look at the door. Yeah, and here you got your shower, and it would have been salt water. Here's your galley. I think this is sort of like, wasn't this like the captain's? Oh, this is like on freaking Das Boot almost. And here's your crew quarters. I mean, look at how cramped this is. Y'all, I'm the same width as this passageway here, no joke. I hope my solace is I hope they get the artifacts out of the submarine before it's sent to the bottom. That's all I ask. There you want someone doing a breach. The movie The Hunt for Red October showed a submarine doing that. It was a Dallas class, or Los Angeles class in the movie. More crew bunks. Ship's office, yeoman. And you have a typewriter in there, and it is a Underwood. I've seen plenty of Underwood typewriters in preservation. That's the dive lights. I'm glad that they let you still tour the sub. So here's, I guess, the sonar room, I think. If I'm right, I think that's the sonar room. Yeah, sonar room. So this must be for all your dive controls and whatnot. Oh, and here is the control room. Here's where you ran this sucker, ladies and gentlemen. God almighty, look at all this. Man, this is going to suck when they sink this. This is to the crew, or former crew members, of the USS Clamagore. I wish you guys luck in saving this boat. It should be saved. It's the sole survivor, and it shows 80 years. 80 years of submarine advancement since the H.L. Hunley. And sinking this sub is like putting the Hunley back on the bottom of the ocean without a care in the world. I say, save the Clamagore. Because this sub is one that deserves to be saved, like the Hunley. Here's another galley. Here's the mess hall where the crew would eat. Yeah, I really hope they take all this out. There's, I guess, where you'd go out above, which I'm not going to climb up there. I don't have enough room. They need to, I hope they save all the museum installations. Right here you've got World War II era. But yeah, here's how the submarine used to look. It was in training when World War II ended.
Long-range patrols lasting up to 75 days. Built to cruise 10,000 miles without refueling. When commissioned, they will be named for fish. Tullibee and Tang, Growler and Gudgeon, Sea Raven and Skate. From the New England coast, the killer fish are spawned that lead in the light.
Here's your bathroom. No joke, this is exactly how big it is. Oh, you can go through here. Now here is... Now see, that's how big the entryway is. It doesn't show up on camera, so forgive me. Chief Engineer, what's the status, sir? Oh, there's no one here. But yeah, here's the engines. We are now in the engine room of the Beast. Think you got a heavy enough vice grip here? I'm really kind of glad I'm the only one on here right now, because now this gives me a chance to see everything. Speedy Gonzales! That's, I think, the reference to the famous character from the Looney Tunes. We are affectionately on a ghost ship, in a sense. There's no crew. I think the power is now being supplied by the boat, and it's only being supplied by outside generators. So we were in the first engine room, here's the second. So if I'm right, I believe there's a battery compartment that's aft. Or not, actually. Yeah, I'm having to step through these hatches here. Oh, so here I think is the battery compartment where you'd have all the whatever's here. I'm scared to touch anything. It's sure the boat's dead, but it has lights to it. Oh, I was wondering if there was anyone else on board. Yeah.
Check the mess on, we wanted lunch was ready.
You know they're sinking this thing? I think I heard they're going to sink this thing soon, and I hate it.
Really?
Yeah, a guy in Florida wants to get it for a reef. I hate it. A group of veterans is trying to save the thing, and I think it should be. Heck, it's almost like putting this submarine back into the water. It'd be like sinking it without a care in the world. Excuse me, sir. But I hate it. So yeah, we're in the aft torpedo room here. As you can see, here's the tubes. Yeah, this is the first sub I've been on. I've seen the Hunley. And I think this sucker and the Hunley, of course, are both sole survivors. And I hate the fact that this sucker's being sunk. I mean, I hope they can get some of the displays out, but I doubt they're going to do that. Oh, I didn't know we could come out through here.
This is the end of the road.
Yeah. Either go
all the way back, and I ain't going that route.
Well, I was going that way. But, yeah. Oh, you got another bathroom here.
Yeah. That must be for the underwater, because that looks pressurized. See the piping and stuff going to it.
Yeah.
It's not different than that other one.
Yeah, but I really hope the guys can save it. This sucker is the only one of its type left. I think Taiwan has one that's a Guppy Type 2 that's still in service. They're hoping to keep it after it's 80 years old, which I hope a museum will save that, mind you. But yeah, I'm going to walk back through because I'm going to want to get stuff I may have missed. God, this is amazing. And here's the hatches. Heavy duty springs on the suckers.
It needed to be.
Yeah. Oh, and I think this is the fuse panel right here.
Oh, yeah.
I never saw the
They're all
battery
over.
room. There had to be a battery room.
They're all over the place.
I think the huge levers are it. I could be wrong though. Ship's lathe, that's for basically the machine shop on board. They don't build boats like this anymore, man. This sucker built to last. But yeah, amps, AC. This is the battery room right here where I'm at.
I figured it must be.
AC DC. Yeah, I'm doing this also for a friend of mine who's in Connecticut, because this sucker will probably be gone by the time he ever comes up here. So this is a shout out to all you vets. I hope you're able to save this sub. I wish you luck on it. And you know, if it still gets hauled off to be sunk, you guys gave it one last good fight. And I'm glad it's still able to be toured, because I had come all the way from Georgia to see this thing. The sucker may be old, but that doesn't mean it's not worth saving, because it is. So they have batteries 1, 2. Yeah, you see, these are all for the electrics of the submarine. So this is the maneuvering room. Question is, where's the periscope? Where is the periscope? So these must be where the breathing apparatuses are. Here's what you'd use to close the hatches, and that'd be your only, like say, God forbid, oh God, sure, the generator room's flooding. You'd shut this, lock it down, and this window here would be all you could see out of or into the room. But yeah, I think they've geared these off. Yeah, they have. Yeah, and Das Boot, you know, those huge valves, these are similar to them, but they don't control the diving planes. Oh, they named the engines. I think this one is Jubilee or something. And I think Mulaney. Y'all, if any of you have served on this boat when it was in active service or museum use, please let me know what the names of the engines are. That helped me out a bunch. Okay, yeah, let's not touch that. That's still connected to something. Let's not touch that. That would have been, I guess, that'd be probably a water intake. A lot of these pipes would probably be for water intake. So if I'm right, I'm guessing they're probably going to be able to sink the boat from here, because I know the sea chests would. I know every ship has sea chests, and I know this would probably be how they would sink it. But yeah. You can see the RPM is set at 100. Sir, we're losing power, sir. Try and activate any generators you can. Quickly. They must have something plugged in. Yep. So they've opened it, they've closed the vent. Not that it would open anymore. Oh, so that's the vent, I think. Yeah, this is the forward engine room here. Oh, the handle. Ah, so this is how you got through them. You just dive in, basically.
Titan returns to its home berth in New London to be greeted with civic rejoicing and jubilant wives and families of the 180th.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I really hope they save everything in this sub. Whatever displays can be hauled out. Door to control room. Well, let's go where we're in control then. Yeah, here's all your radio. Here's your radio room. I'm glad I looked at. I'm glad I saw this. But here's basically everything you'd have. Now I guess the telegraph would have been basically remove the other hatch just so I don't go blind from the sunlight. But I wanted to use my new camera for this. Let's see. There has to be a periscope. The iconic periscope. Please let it be up here. I bet actually. Oh, what's down there? I didn't notice that. That must be down into like the batteries or ballast tanks. One of the two. Oh, I bet that was probably the periscope right there. Of course, I could be wrong, so I don't.